Hello, my dear students. This is Miss Lilian talking to you. Miss you already. Hope you're doing fine. This video is especially made for you to have a lot of fun before even getting back to school and after getting back to school. What is the English week at ISI? As you know that in the upcoming days, the whole month will be about English language. And since we are English learners, it's very important to have activities related to the English week and English language. What are we going to have in the English week at ISI? During the English week, we're going to have 3 competitions and 3 funny activities. Let's go over the competitions first, then we go to the activities. The first competition is the reading competition. Why do we have a reading competition? The goal of the reading competition is to stimulate, encourage, and activate reading on a continuous basis. As you all know that reading is very important because it improves our vocabulary bank, it improves also our writing. So it's very important to read all the time. Also, children, as you students, love to challenge. So when we make reading into a competition, and let's put into quotations funny competition, students who otherwise wouldn't want to read will be excited to read as much as they can. So prepare yourselves. For sure, we're going to have only 3 participants in the final round, but those who want to participate or like to, we're going to have a qualifications first inside the class. Then the best 3 will go for the last round on the stage. What is the second, or what first? Let's get over the rules of reading competition. You have to pay attention to fluency, voice volume and clarity, pronunciation, pause, and the speed for sure. So what can you do now during the week off? Bring any book or any story you like, open on it, put a timer beside you, and start reading. When you feel tired, stop the timer, put a sign where you stopped. Also, while reading, don't forget if you have done any mistakes, put a circle on the mistakes, or if you skipped a pause or any punctuation, put also a sign on it. Then repeat it for several times. This way you will be a fluent reader and your pronunciation will improve and your speed also will be faster. What is the second competition? Poetry recitation competition. Why do we have a poetry recitation competition? Since it helps students master public speaking skills, build self-confidence, and learn about literary history and contemporary life. So be prepared. Also, we're going to have only 3 participants for the final round on the stage, school stage for sure. But also, we're going to have qualifications inside the class before for all those who would like to participate. And we're going to choose the best 3 to participate on the stage. Also, there are certain rules you have to pay attention for in the poetry recitation competition. What are they? Fluency also, voice volume and clarity, pronunciation, but what pause, and what differs here is the interactive communication, and or as I call it, body language, which is very important to express the context and the feelings in the poem. Now let's move to the third competition, which is the spelling bee, and that is all the students like. What are we going to have in the spelling bee? The spelling bee competition is a great way to generate interest in spelling and to motivate students to succeed. For sure, we're going to have only 4 contestants on the stage. We already done the qualifications in the class. So those students who are going to participate in the last round, be prepared, and even you can train on more words which are not included in the list. This way you'll be a better spelling bee, a champion. Now let's move to the activities and the funny activities which all the students are going to participate in. The first activity is tongue twisters. What are tongue twisters? Have you heard about them before? A tongue twister is a phrase that is designed to be difficult to articulate properly and can be used as a type of spoken word game. Some tongue twisters produce results that are humorous, which means funny, when they are mispronounced, while others simply rely on the confusion and mistakes of the speaker for their amusement value. We are going to hang tongue twisters all over the school. We are going to try to read them, having some fun, laughing, maybe challenging each other, who would read it faster, who would read it correctly. So let's have some fun in English language. Why not? The third activity is the headband. What is the headband? Have you already played headband? Headband is the fast-paced, easy-to-play question game of What Am I? As ask yes or no questions before time runs out to figure out if the cartoon card on your headband eye is an animal, food, or object. Score the highest points to win. We are going to sit in circles. Each one will get a card but without looking at it. Put it with a headband on his or her head. And he is going to ask his or her friends who are sitting in front of him or her yes no questions for sure, in order to get clues to know what is the cartoon on your head. The last activity, okay, the sixth activity is the telephone, or as some people call it, the broken telephone. What is the telephone? Chinese Whispers or Telephone is an internationally popular children's game in which players form a line, and the first player comes up with a message or a word maybe and whispers it to the ear of the second person but without letting anyone hear it. The second player repeats the message to the third player and so on. This way, maybe the word or the message would totally change before reaching the last ear. And that's why we call it the broken telephone. So, my students, dear students, I hope that you would have fun using English language during the English week at ISI. See you. Bye.